Yo, today we're finally talking about the value of priorities. Now, this is something I've really been struggling with. So if you've clicked on this open, you're going to get some answers. You're going to get none from me. I don't know, maybe you do, maybe you do. I don't know, I can't say. All I know is it's not something that I have any advice about. It's something that I am working through. And like with life maths, I'm just sharing it, showing my work. Basically, I think this is what I've come to. And I was discussing it with my cousin this morning. The idea that actually this is just, me sort of taking a hit and showing you the messing up and the discussing all the dumb things that I do and have done and probably will still do. And I'm just happy to be that example. I'm definitely, while I have a teacher's background and I want to sort of educate and help educate the next generation, I think quite possibly that is just simply through an example. And a lot of the time with an example, it's actually as handy, sometimes even more handy, to know what not to do than it is what to do. What to do? There's a million ways to skin a cat kind of idea. But definitely don't grab a crocodile, that kind of idea. So that is, it's one of those just, I think priorities wise, it's this really big struggle I've been having, and that's why clarity has been tough. And then on days where I get ill, like my neck, I don't know if you can see me, I don't know if it actually is translating on camera. I feel like it is, but I forget. But my neck over this side is all but seized up, and it really interrupted my sleep last night. And I keep forgetting it's okay if I'm in this certain position. And as soon as I then move, I'm like, ah! So priorities for today: rest. Not gonna go out and do loads of exercise. Not gonna. I got up this morning and I didn't sleep well. I didn't have much in the way of effective sleep when I did sleep. But it was just very important, priority-wise, to mobilise myself, to move a bit, to just turn and try and stuff like that. And for me, actually, that's the thing. Every day, what I've realised is my health is a priority. Now, I already knew that, because I already put my health, my mental and physical health, because one isn't really healthy without the other. They work together, as I said before. We are one human. We are a human unit, and we are one human race. And when something's out of whack, everything gets affected, So while you might not notice it immediately, if it happens again and again and again, and it compounds and it gets chronic, then you will notice these effects. So for me, it was, yes, I have to chuck everything else, nothing else in my life, even the dog, bless her little cotton socks, and she does have little white socks. She had to just go. I had to give her to a friend, the lady whose piano this is, and who's made the beautiful artwork that you see in the piano vids. If you've seen any of the shorts, they're moving to another channel, by the way. But like most people here for this, don't care about the piano. And most people who care about the piano don't care about this. So I'm splitting the thing. Dog had to go, everyone had to go, just everything went on literally sort of lockdown for me before lockdown happened. And priority was health. I have to save my life by just focusing on my health. So weirdly, I'm going to say in a sec, like the whole idea of actually my health is more important than my life, and so my life isn't worth living because I'm always working on my health. That's a kind of crazy concept. So still my health takes priority every day, and when something's slightly wonky, something's slightly out, my whole focus, as if my whole world is coming crumbling down again, because I haven't come far enough out of that yet, and I haven't got enough proof of that yet. And still, any little thing, if I do get complacent, can knock me off and could potentially knock me back and just wipe me out, maybe, So I can't, while the new medication is great, it helps me to clear my lungs, great. But my body and my mind, and I have so many other issues and so many terrible habits and so many beliefs and so much baggage from, past 40 years. So when my priority is just health, any little thing then takes all my attention. My whole day revolves around it, and I find it very difficult to do anything else and to focus. This is why I'm struggling with clarity and focus and these kind of things. And that pain, if you know anything about pain, and I found this out the other day, it's something I suspected and kind of said, but without knowing, without having any scientific backup, and that is when you experience chronic pain for any longer than 6 months. It said 3 to 6, but let's just say 6. Let's just say a year, right? When you've experienced it for longer than a year, your brain starts to rewire its circuitry, and so, and I said this, I feel like I've just become a total wuss. Like all the little signals are becoming massive signals. And so again, priority wise in my brain, it has said this little signal, this sensation, this little, hey, something's gone over here. Boom, we're going to magnify it and make sure you know, because this could be your life, son. So I just want to make, and so my brain says, this is a priority, this is a priority, this is a priority. So years ago, I would be able to just go, nope, what I decide is a priority, and fuck you, whatever it is that, you've got going on, and maybe I should have prioritized it more. And again, I've been silly with my priorities so often over the years. But so now my brain has kind of, I guess, punished me, balancing it out, and it's going, everything, every signal, I'm going to bring it, this is really annoying me, I'm going to bring it to your full attention. And, it's tough to deal with, basically. It's tough to do anything else. So yeah, my full-time job is staying at hospital. It costs the NHS less, the British taxpayer less. That's my job. I do take it seriously. But at the same time, I'd like to do more than that if I'm going to be alive. And I'd like to contribute something. I'd like to feel a bit useful. And I do believe I have stuff to share that can benefit people. What, where, when, how. Exactly, I don't know. But priorities-wise, something I've learned is I need to just, this is what I said, sort of my health takes over my life, and that my life just becomes not fun. And I've realised I need to enjoy this shit. I need to have fun. I can't let, like, humility, humour is my second, humility, humour, grace and style, and keep it super simple. So I'm trying to keep it super simple. Humility, definitely, feeling that one more and more. I feel humbled every day. And I definitely don't feel like I'm getting above my station now. And I like that. I appreciate that about where I'm at. And the hard times I've had have humbled me. So I am grateful. I'm grateful for the fact I was born with a chronic illness. I'm grateful for the fact that I've been ill every single day in that way. Not in all ways, but the fact that I have been humbled so often by it, and I don't get cocky and I don't get complacent. Great. Humour. Shit, man. Again, like I said the other day, the humour just gets lost from my life. And so priorities-wise, it's just say, health. And for what? I don't enjoy anything. So all of this, all of the music stuff, all of the video stuff, it's got to be fun, man. You're going to spend time, effort and energy, and you don't have a lot of effort and energy to give. You've got a lot of time, but that time also needs to be spent resting and recovering and planning a little bit. And these other things, maintenance, a lot more maintenance. You take kind of longer to get ready, not in a sense of, I've got to do me hair and, the rest of it takes me and no time to get ready. But if I'm going to do a thing, I have to prepare so much more, my mental, physical self. I have to prepare my week. If I'm doing a thing on a Saturday, I have to think, no, I can't do too much on a Wednesday, because it's going to knock on effect and I might not manage this on Saturday. Or I'm going to do the thing on Saturday and then I'm going to have to allow a few days. So I have to plan in and allowances in that sort of way. Priorities-wise, of course, I have to put my health first. Of course. But still very high up needs to be enjoy stuff to the point that, yeah, you're having a shit day, but you can still find something, you can still do something, you can still manage something. Your priorities can't be as such where if it's been a few days of, not feeling great, and then you chuck all these things out the window because fuck it, that doesn't matter. No, it does matter. It actually really matters. It matters so much more than you think. And it's really hard to see when you're in a state of I just can't function properly. It's really hard to then prioritise effectively, in ways that, and see effectively, actually get a perspective, and you're aware of what your priorities need to be. Like oftentimes I say, look, I could say I want this thing. I don't necessarily know that's what I need. And I don't think I'm smart enough to say otherwise. So priorities-wise, I often struggle. So now I can survive. I would like these other things, but if they in any way, shape or form seem like they're going to potentially make my health worse in any way, shape or form, if it seems like anything could be detrimental to so a relationship, for example, yeah, I would love one. Priorities-wise is in my brain like crazy. A family, I can't have kids, but this thing is like being broody as a woman. I watch things and I see dads with their kids and I hear friends talking about it and I just, oh man, I so love a family. Priorities-wise in that way is very high up in my brain, sort of biologically speaking. But I need to change that because that's not my life, or change other priorities to be able to get that in my life in another way. And again, that then could potentially massively negatively impact my health. I'm sure there'll be so many positives, and there would be, and there are. I know them to be true. So it's a case of, for me, how much of a priority is it? And again, I just come back to, oh mate, I don't care. This hurts, that hurts, bollocks to it. There's too much work to do. I'm never going to get there. Ugh. My priority is just sit down and rest because I can't be fucked. Just don't, smash things up and take my life away from myself. That's the kind of priority, and it's really tough. And sometimes in life, priorities, they just kind of they kind of come to us rather than us thinking, this is my decided priority. You just go, apparently this is what it is. So for example, this is what I've written down. You're driving home and you need a shit. You're like, I can't go now, and services are miles away, and no one likes going there anyway, apart from rotten people. But you think, all right, I'll hold it, and you suck it back up as you do, all the will in the world, and you just crack on, and you forget about it, and your mind goes elsewhere, and it pops back up again. Well, you need a shit. Yeah, but we're nowhere near home yet, and we passed the services, and whatever, I'm not going there anyway. So you go, all right, but look, priorities, just, get home. And then we'll take a shit straight away. Yeah, it's the first thing we'll do when we get in. And as you get closer to home, your brain starts to see things, and it kind of unlocks. You're more and more desperate. And you're kind of, trying to get the key in the door and all the rest of it. And then you get in, and then the dog's like, hey! You're like, no, I can't. And then, something else trips you up on the stairs. Oh, I've got a quite. No, I've got to go for a shit. Now, me, this never happens because I keep a lovely, clean and tidy toilet, a lovely, clean and tidy house. It would never happen in my house. But let's just say you don't live alone. Let's just say, for argument's sake, you live in a house share with some dirty, rotten, nasty, almost inhuman pig of a person. And you get to the toilet, and it's just, oh my days, the state of the thing. Now, that's the choice then. In that priority moment, do I drop trowel, sit down, and to hell with it? And most people, myself included this, no! You're going to go, shit, clean. Either put down something, or you're going to have to spray around some stuff, whatever it might be. But most of us, and there are some dirty pigs of people, these are the exact ones that make the toilet like it is in the first place. They go, so what? Just sit down, it don't matter. They probably don't even wipe afterwards. How we live amongst these people, and how they drive and vote and get to have jobs and shit, I will never know. But it's that idea of priorities. I know what my priorities are. Oh, crap. Literally, oh, crap. Everywhere. Piss everywhere. Oh, nasty. Cut the pubes just for, just for the visual. So, that idea of when things get unexpectedly bad, like they have in my life with my health, you just can't even conceive that they could go there. You can't conceive that the brain and the body can go to these places and live and come back and then try to function again. That's where I'm at. So it's very, very hard. And then I think, okay, I'll do this. This is my priority now. I'll do workouts every day. I'll do this. And then very, very quickly, my body goes, what the fuck were you thinking? No, mate, no. Too much, too soon. So again, slow is smooth. Priority, take things slower than I would ideally like to. Yeah, balance is key. Timing is basically taking it slower. Okay, that's it. I will be able to do the things I have in my imagination. I just can't do them yet. I just need to do more reps. So balance. I need to do more reps, yeah, but not all today. Priority-wise, rest is still very high up there. Priority-wise, peace of mind, mate, because you're so anxious. It's still very high up there. So I still forget these things every day and try to go back into being this fully functioning human far too soon. And I forget my priorities need to be different. And, it's very difficult because we all have and this is the idea of life maths, we all have our own very slightly individual answers basically the same. You know, we all kind of wake up in the morning and take a shit and drink some water and eat a bit of food and go about our day and say hey to people in various different ways, shapes and forms, and, you know, kind of think some thoughts. And we all basically meander around this earth in the same kind of ways with the same kind of thoughts and the same kind of feelings. But as I say, the beauty of life, the variety, the spice of life, all the little nuances is what makes it all interesting, you know. And balancing this is it. I just keep coming back to it again and again and again and again and again. I feel because of this time thing I've always had, like, we're going to die young, so you're running out of time. So I really struggle. I have flipped from pillar to post. I'm wildly swinging, and I'm getting better. I am getting better, but still my balance is off. So, you know, I need to focus on these kind of simple things, and every day just chipping away. And this is it, you know, chipping away every day at the maintaining my health, but also having something for the future. And this is what I'm going to do, this new YouTube thing, which is going to be piano, drums and singing and all various different things. Just basically dicking around, having fun, being creative. That's the keeping it simple bit. Yeah, priorities, keep it super simple. Okay, be creative, have a laugh with being creative. Do all the crazy things that you think in your brain. See if you can make them happen musically. Great. Do it. Have a laugh. That's it. Film it. Put it out there. You know, and then you can get some sponsorship, and then you can do some things, and then whatever. But, you know, job-wise, that's what you're going to be working on. But priorities-wise, yeah, you still got to do this every day and that every day, and the job's just a little bit of a part of that. And so money, definitely for me, I'm so glad money is not a priority for me. Now, one of the things I wrote down, you know, if you want to find out your own priorities, is kind of a what would you grab in the event of a sort of situation. So for me, I thought, oh yeah, all right, instead of house on fire, what would I grab? I thought, well, kind of the piano, but no, I'd have to leave it, sadly, because I couldn't run out the door with it. So I thought, well, in that way, nothing matters, really. Nothing. I'm not a sentimental kind of person. So I'd grab the dog, but I wouldn't grab the dog because she'd just get the fuck out herself. It'd be more difficult for me to grab the dog and try and get out of the dog than it would be for her to just go. So I thought, I'd just leave everything. Like, I'll take my phone, I guess, but, you know, yeah, I guess that would be it, just so I can, because it's got my bank card in there and everything. But in that way, even then, it's not that much of a priority for me in that way. And I'm very glad that my priorities aren't material goods. I'm very glad I've been able to let them go a lot over the years, and where I have been so ill, I guess maybe that's been a part of it. Whether or not I've been naturally good at it and therefore it's been easy to let it go, or if I just had to let it go, therefore I feel like I'm better at it, kind of doesn't really matter. It's the same outcome. Material stuff I'm not really overly fussed with. You know, my priorities are being more robust human being, being sort of as strong as I used to be mentally, more so than anything, and physically fit and healthy and capable. And you know, my priorities are building community as well. I really want to build community, so I guess just so I've got somewhere I can feel understood, maybe, and somewhere I can feel safe and secure to be myself and free to be myself in that way. I guess that's what we're all searching for, really, isn't it? So our priorities are all very much the same, even if we don't necessarily realise them. It's just how to get the outcomes, I guess. So for me, I'm not prioritising money as such, but I am going to do this new channel, and in my week, I'm going to give certain time to, you know, prioritising filming the things, drums, piano, singing, filming that, which I've not done so far. So it's basically, I still do the same kind of stuff. I'll just put a priority on filming it, uploading it, and giving it an angle, and then trying to monetize that. I guess that's the thing. But priority is still just taking it more chill, getting outside every day or as often as possible, going for a walk, doing exercise, but not too much, too often. You know, prioritize that rest, and just more, as I say, being kind to myself and enjoying the whole thing. Those are my priorities. So what are some of yours? I'm not going to ask you to like and subscribe because I don't care about that, and I really don't want to be that person. So priorities wise, authenticity. That way, I'm going to ask you to leave a comment because I want to build a community, but I really don't care if you like and subscribe. But I do hope you have a good day.